more time you get hold long in a life, it's not because of your own doings. It's me I say it's because of other people doings you get hold long. And because of how you are trying to push your levels to move forward. You see that? Yeah. So you have to be mindful of these things. See me I say? And today, fast forward, this is how me even find my sound system. I was me, me, me was my whole movements and where me was going got shadowed by other things. You know what I mean? My whole football career and coaching got shadowed by those incidents. Yeah, it shadowed me to the places I wanted to go. So I moved that talent and that drive and that buzz and put it somewhere else, which was less conflicting. It gave me the same buzz, it gave me the same joy, and I was doing it anyway. So I took that energy and put it into my music, invest into myself and the music to give myself that it's like doing a hobby, and that hobby start paying you and give you that satisfaction that you even love. You know what I mean? Because those criminal records, I remember someone wanted me to do some coaching for some youth with even Aston Villa. And when they look at my CBR, I was already coaching the youth. Them even West Bromwich people never are. I was even coaching with West Bromwich football team at one point in Birmingham here. I was playing for my first team I played for when I came to Birmingham was Sutton Coldfield. I was playing for Sutton Coldfield, semi pro, Enough people never know this. I was playing for Gloucester Football Club where it was only a Sunday league, Saturday league, I think. I was getting like £250 a game just to drive there, play the match, and give me £250. I played for Sutton Coldfield at one point. In that Sutton Coldfield team, only two black players in that team. That was me and one next youth from Jamaica. You know what I mean? So, and then at the time, I was working with some coaching youth. I was coaching West Bromwich football team, the young youth them. Cause they scouted. I was coaching some team and then West Bromwich called me. I was working Aston Villa, but when they look at my CBR check, they come back with the same reasoning. Because of your CBR, we can't really work with you how you want to work with you. Even though that you have the talented, you pass, you have the qualification, and it was like to me a blow. I mean, I said this is gonna blight in my future, because at the same time, just in the get in our university, Birmingham University, for do sports psychology and all of these things, they wanted CBR. You know what I mean? And them say, boy, me have to wait for five, I think it was 6 years before all of them clear for the data record and come back. 5 years and 6 years of my life is like a long. So at the time, I just diverted everything. I went out of football for a while and I just start put everything in a sound system. That same energy, that same passion. And it's nowadays me start reap that reward of that same passion and that thing there. You know what I mean? So the reason why I have to reason them thing here is like a lot of people see me and sometimes they don't see the struggles. You know what I mean? Them see the success, Them say me shift themselves, but a lot of people don't know the background and the reason why we shift focus. You know what I mean? Now that all of these things are cleared from my, after a certain time them clear, we still have a coaching certificate, you know. You know what I mean? We still have them coaching certificate there. We still can do coaching. You know what I mean? And for them time, you know, me take up the sound system here and push it to a level where me see it I reach a levels. You know what I mean? Single handed in the way and me that try to team up with some man to give me some strength. Because even my Virgin Salaman was talking about this years ago before we start get some money. And when the money come, man switch and tell me say him nah do this. Him dep on different thing. Me invest my own money. No one did team up with me, which was that was the plan to get some strength. And it took me a while again because even when we start the sound system, man broke my foot. I make a lot of challenges because I was doing this all on my own. No support from no one. None of my brethren them that come really give me the strength that I need. Because in a sound system you need other people to really push along. And a lot of people feel me. But we're persistent. We never give up. Yeah, we not give up so easy, Jed. We continue and persistent and hold the fort, spend our own money. You know what I mean? Jah provide it for when we never ever have it. You know what I mean? Jah always bless me in the way that me know I say me blessed from the home. You know what I mean? That's why I say me is chosen. You know, many work hard, but only a few are chosen. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm blessed from the home. I never have the money. You know what I mean? And Jah just make me just start have the money. The money just come out of the blues. I just talk it in existence and them just start giving me the money. All the man I try to stop my forces. Just say nothing can stop you. And that's how we are push you. You know what I mean? The money just start flow from a deal and buy me equipment and then build my sound. You know what I mean? Build it for my own, not support for no one. Every equipment and everything me have on my own money. You see me I say, me alone invest in this. And after a while, just show me why it goes so too. Because I've seen in sound system where a lot of friends come together and when people go them ways, sound system mash up. A man want to take this all and me spend one of my money on my son. Every part of it is my own money. No man put no money in a line force. It's me alone. So me can't left it. And Joshua me says is best at the work that way there because people can't go them ways, one of ways, but when you alone invest in it, it better off you. Eventually, Missy say it was a good thing, which me think it was a bad thing at first, but eventually it was a good thing because Missy sound system when man split, a man a say me buy this and next man say buy that and then we a conflict. Me not in no conflict with no man, because me alone spend my money. So me not have no conflict, me not have no one for in a conflict with. And you see, when you alone do a thing, it's easier. You know have this whole conflict, you know have this whole botheration with that the man the same this kind of one bother and sometimes it now go down way. Sometimes nobody not even call you, sometimes you not get the support, man get fed up. Me alone. Me can't get fed up, but I just have to take my time and keep moving at the pace where just enough to move. You see it? Yeah. So it's a good thing in the end it was a good thing. You know what I mean? So sometimes the struggle, you better you struggle by your own. Because when you make it, you make it by your own. You see me I say, you know, no one for struggle with you. You know, no one for fight against you and take a code for this and take a goal. So him buy this a dub plate. Every dub plate and me alone pay for it. Me alone spend that money. No one. Yes, so me not have them problem. Me not gonna have them problem the way me have. If me not have the money for buying a dub plate, me not buy none. Me have some money, me buy it. You see me? Remember my first set of money, me threw a partner for 2 years. I didn't get my first job, I never spend it. Throw a next partner, and then my partner money me use and invest in my sound system. That was the first thing we do. You see me I say. and decide say that way I'm more move forward. But anyway, enough on that. Moving on now, cause I want to talk about England, cause I want to really seal up the reasoning here. I'm not gonna seal up this England mission. Fast forward, make some look at Chad in Africa. The first place my child go in Africa was Ethiopia and Ghana. Cause me I say, alright then, we didn't have this phobia about Ghana, but me still have a link now to Ghana because them say Ghana is the gateway. And we're going to Ghana and make some good progress. Because one at a time we think of Ghana, me never live in real life. Which we still have good connection them. Because we go down there and make well for good connection. You know what I mean? Because most of them chat on it too. Because most of them real sister in real life, you know. Most of the realest woman, one of the realest person I ever buck up on, you know. You know what I mean? Because real recognize real, you know. R.I.P. Sister Moasa, one of the realest warrior woman we buck up on, real down to earth, realest person. You know what I mean? But we don't know how Moasa end up so tragedy. It is a real tragedy. We never see it coming. You know what I mean? But one of the realest person I ever buck up in my life is Moasa. You see me I say? And me chat down at Ghana, link up Moasa the first time. Met some virgin them like Bobo Daniel. Bobo Daniel, I'm a real soldier. You know what I mean? For me and Bobo Daniel, the two Daniel, them link up. First chat down there. We do something for down a Big Millis, down a Coco Beatty. And we never really planned a big thing, but we did a big thing and people love it. You know what I mean? Love it. Do a thing a Big Millis because one session in that keep way up in a Cape Coast and it was like a 6, 8, 9 hours drive. I mean, I said, why we have to go so far? I think Morgan and everything down there and 123rd business. And I said, boy, we're there. So we build have energy for Big Billies and Cocobiti and the whole village love it, man. We couldn't get enough of Lion Force down there. I mean, I said, wow, big energy. Yeah. We can go on with some things in Ghana. Some soldiers say, all right, then we're gonna rise Lion Force in Ghana, link up with one bridge, you know, one name Buyaka and Daniel them now and start the local thing and we'll keep a big session on a Big Millis with the artists and sound system and the people them love the vibes, Jet. Fly out and we decide say, yo, every time we come down there we do something, Lion Force, I do something. So people know Lion Force in Ghana. You know what I mean? Line up the HQ, make some link and we set up the HQ them. Me and Buyaka them and Daniel them come together and push our vibes. And Buyaka is coming back. Remember me telling you. It's just that the real man we place down a Buyaka him there in France. And someone come on, we will rise back Buyaka because the thing done set already, Ched. You know what I mean? The big land down there. And we'll start push back some vibes down a Buyaka be there. Near the beach. You know what I mean? Then we start chatting in East Africa now and going to Tanzania for 7 days. And we fall in love with Tanzania. You know what I mean? We did there Ethiopia again and we chat got Tanzania, me alone. Me never know nobody there. Never know nobody at Tanzania. And we link up me and Lutan fired in meet in Ethiopia. But him never reach cause certain vibes. And I must say, I have a brother in Tanzania named Pampi Judah. When I go there, I link him. I never know Pampi Judah from Jamaica. When I go to Tanzania, I link up Pampi Judah because Lutan first, I link him. I know the brother and the brother there. So I'm reaching now at Pampi Judah. My first man I start link with Lutan first. I'm link Pampi Judah. Link up Pampi Judah there on tour in South Africa. Me and him talk on the phone and him come back in. Him come back in when me in there, but me never know say Dar es Salaam or Arusha. So far, was 12 miles, 12 hours away. Man say a 12-hour journey. I said nothing, me can't make the journey them. Me only there for 7 days. We charge 12 hours for one journey and 12 hour my days them short. Me say me nah left Dar es Salaam for travel 12 hours. I fly out from Tanzania. Fly Tanzania, I go Ghana. And I say, boy, I love Tanzania and I come back to Tanzania. Come back, I go Ghana. Left from Ghana, go back to England. And my mind just dep on Tanzania. Say, you know what? I'll go in the place for a while, and see what it's really like. I never really get to really see Tanzania like. So the next time I line up my trip, I'm gonna fly back in Tanzania. Link up Pampi Judah them now, and so I meet Mama T and I meet up Kush, you know what I mean, and meet up Baba T and the whole family and start make some connection in Arusha, cause them man they Arusha. No man not 2 days at Dar es Salaam. I know well people now come at that Tanzania them time there. You know what I mean? Few ones there. You know what I mean? It's after the pandemic, well people start coming to Tanzania. But anyway, we start link with them and the vibes are will. We build a local vibes and start link up a thing and that's a boy. Reggae music not too big in Tanzania, like big in Ghana, like how reggae music big in Ghana and Kenya and them place there. We push a vibe because the man they are I push reggae. And me look pan Kush and cause me and Kush trying start mess cause Kush was like footballer just like me. And me and Kush start have similar things in a common. Rasta to Rasta youth, them chat from Jamaica. You may have live there too. And me I say Kush, you know want to deal with sound business. Kush I say boy, I don't really know man. I say I don't like music, but him not really know. I say, all you have to do, if you love it, you just keep practicing it till you. And Kush, what you mean? Up for that, man. So Kush are the first man who really decide, saying, oh boy, I could try it, no man. And I could do it, no man, if I so be the case. Come in, fly out again, fly back in, bring in some equipment, them for Kush. Load them up with some tune and them thing there and say, alright then. And Kush start practice till Kush. And say, Kush, let's go and push a fire from right now. Kush done big DJ in Tanzania. I do him thing because these things take time and momentum practice. And we there, remember me and Kush are practice and we did there, we are practice and we are sure and we are go through file and we are shit. Till right now, man up night. You see me I say? So from this on now we start push the name Lion Force because one of the meditation was that we soon plan for left England and go in Africa with the music and the football. So we are push them two things everywhere we go. See me answer. So every time we go to Tanzania or Gambia, we have to do something, regardless. And till we eventually rise Lion Force now in Tanzania. So that was our achievement again. Lion Force are going to Tanzania very strong. I and Kush hold it firm down there. You know, and last time we did already on the Nile, first time that we really link up. You know what I mean? Some other things that will come up. You know what I mean? Because we soon start toward this East Africa on some serious mission. You know what I mean? Because things take time. You know what I mean? Anyway, boom, fly back in our place. Fly down a yard now and decide, say, boy, Jamaica, where we come from. If we rise, Jamaica, the Lion Force, not Jamaica. So look candidate link me and I say, way, blah, blah. You know what I mean? But them are still really come up front here. The man them want me to come down there. Which I soon touch down. You know what I mean? I touch down one day, but the time was too short. You know what I mean? So next time I touch down a yard, I'm gonna spend time in a yard and law enforcement are gonna rise in Jamaica. That's the mission. You know what I mean? Because the man them really are wait for me for drop in the place and said something, but I have to spend some time there. You see me I say? But anyway, moving forward, the reason why I thought them thing is that we reach a space in our life right now. We're up on a level right now. And we're up on a momentum where we are keep it up there. And we are moving our next 3 dimension where the things are going to take some different shape. You know what I mean? Because I think we're up on the final frontier living in England. You know what I mean? We soon leave this place and move out in Africa fully. You know what I mean? And we're up on the final frontier here now. We youth them grow up. We have some kids here. We start to have kids here. We get even 3 more kids. We get what? After 12 years after not having kids, we decide say me and my wife now decide to have a car. My wife, my woman at the time was very understanding because she don't have 4 kids them already. And me I say, boy, 12 years, me start panic now. I say, boy, me not have no kids. She I say, what? I got allow you to have kids, you know. Cause I don't want to be selfish. So you have your kids, them, me have my kids them already. But she want to know who is my candidate. Yeah, you know, she want to feel, you know what I mean? That's one thing me I ask you to do. Nobody bring back no disease in my yard and blah, 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 blah. But he's a young man. And when she say, you want to have more kids. Go and have more kids. You should have more kids. So me I said, that was the type of person me have a relationship, was understanding. You know what I mean? So after 12 years, me start have kids again. You know what I mean? So me get my twin them. So me get my other daughter them. And till she eventually pass. You see me I say, cancer take her. You know what I mean? But cancer take her when I eventually move out and get my own space. And the reason why I move out again was not because I mean I keep doing things this way. I tell you, me is not that person like yesterday. You know the reason why I move out of my woman out is because my daughter and Fia granddaughter couldn't get along. You know what I mean? They were sharing out, they just couldn't get along. And me just get tired of it. Because the granddaughter pull a knife on my child. I mean, never like it. So last year I know it drive. I didn't want to lick her down, but I couldn't lick her down. Because I grew her, help grow this girl and she take calls against my daughter. And I realize the youth them a grow up and want them own a space. Plus, they already invest in one place. This how it works. We invest in one place long time and just not live in it, you know. And when this conflict start get out of hand, when these 2 kids just start get at each other nerves until weapon a pull and them can't live together because them a share a room. We realize them a get too big and everybody want them own a space. Plus we decide say, you know what, I'm gonna move in my place, you know, because some people live in there. I give them notice. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to come back in my yard and hear something happen to my daughter. I'm going to flip and lose it. I'm going to fuck up somebody. And prevention better than cure. Besides, because my day at Carnival, the last straw was for me. I was in Carnival in Leeds, hustling, and we get a phone call. And I left everything. I just drove down there, mad all the way. Like I reached from Leeds to Birmingham in less than a fucking hour, man. I reached there. It's like more knock out people, but I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. So the next thing was just move on, meet me out and go start live by myself. You know what I mean? Make sure I have our own space. You know what I mean? So I did this just because the conflict. You know what I mean? So you know when you and a woman start live apart now, just like we're still in a relationship, you know, but we living separate now. You know what I mean? And living separate, you know myself and the cat gone, the rat, you know the thing go. More player coming out. But anyway, everybody start get bigger now and bigger and bigger until it's like me start have kids now and me have more space. Come me have a different space. And my woman still a deal, but we start drift apart more. Drift apart more because the freedom what she a give me plus me more freedom what me I get. It's like me have too much freedom and plus we start live apart. We start drift apart, but we still had that same connection and decide say boy, we stick to the plan. You know what I mean? To the dying end we just stick to the plan. But we just living apart. You know what I mean? And for years, people not even know us when they married. You know what I mean? But some people did. Some people came to the wedding. You know what I mean? And eventually, cancer take her. She passed. You know what I mean? That ago was 6, 7 years now. We move on. But Jah always put me in a place where and prepare a space for me eventually. You know what I mean? Because if I didn't create that space from the beginning, I wouldn't have this space where I'm in right now. You know what I mean? Not knowing that this space was going to be needed for that moving forward up. You see me I say? So you always have to keep moving. You know what I mean? Sometimes you not anticipate the next move. You know what I mean? But Jah always have paved the way for you without you even knowing these things, Jed. You know what I mean? So this is why I make it in a safe space right now because I create this safe space here. Because I always I try to create a safe space for a better future moving forward. You know what I mean? Because what time have the man always say blessed is the man that have his own. And I always believe in that. And from me come to England and get dashed out and homeless, me tell myself say that nah happen to me again. Neither by family nor friend. Nah make that happen to me again. You see me I say, yeah. Because coming to England, all kind of things can happen to you. You know what I mean? Your friend can't forsake you, your family can't secure you. You have to secure your own. Because sometimes you're on your own when you come to England. When you think a family are there for you, you end up on your own. When you think a friend are there for you, you end up on your own. Yeah. And all these things are going on and things. I'll send for me all my baby mother when I time come to England. You know. Bring her come to England. But true say me and I left from Jamaica. When she come to England, she wanted to live with me in my yard. And I tell her, I said, no, Jed, I can't live in my yard in Hashtag because another day when I left Jamaica, I never there. Plus, at the time again, my daughter decides that she want to go back to London and go live with my mother. So after my daughter start, I bring my daughter go to Jamaica. After a while, I bring my daughter go to Jamaica. Let me put in the part of us. I bring my daughter go to Jamaica just because she never been to Jamaica yet. Me and I fly go to Jamaica. And me there at Jamaica for about a month. And my car going and my mother left her around there. And when I'm ready to go back, I just come for them and them go beach. And but me and this woman and don't have no relationship. You know what I mean? So she I tell my mother say me come to Jamaica and before me reach I tell my mother say she can't sleep, she can't eat, she can't drink. And me come to Jamaica, I not spend no time with her. So I tell my mother say before me left Jamaica, me and this girl left. Me never come to Jamaica for day with her. So when I come to Jamaica, all me come for do is carry my daughter around at them place and them keep them have a relationship because I never stop that relationship with my mother and the daughter. Never once. You know what I mean? That she could have picked up her phone anytime, call me, talk to her daughter. Me usually have every month me usually send money to give my baby mother. Even when my daughter there with me in England. Can you believe this? For years me do that. I stop do that when I bring her come to England and she decides say this girl is so foolish. She want to live in my yard when she only had one daughter. She could have just go live with my mother and my daughter because the space was there for them in London. she decides that she don't want to live there, so she want to live in my yard. I said that now go happen. Because me come to Jamaica, me never even touch her. But me I deal with her. Me I deal with her like a friend, but not that friend. You know what I mean? Because I'm not in love with her no more, but I still love her. And she couldn't get it. You know what I mean? Bring her come to England, this girl I go and fool, I go and like say me and her husband. And it's not husband and wife yet. You know what I mean? It's a free man. I not put myself in that circumstance. Me I can be friend. I can do anything for you, but me in a day. You see me I say, and now I'm going to see me with my woman and disrespect her. You now go do that. You see me I say, you now go do that. You now give that space and time. But she couldn't get it, but she want to come in my place. Eventually she decides, say, she'll just take up her things and go back to Jamaica. I say, alright, then take up her things and go. But remember, so when I go to Jamaica, that is it, you know, girlfriend. That is it with me and you. You know what I mean? Because I'm that try to help her, for she help herself, and she and my daughter could have grow back again. But she just, she just it's all about me and not the child. You know what I mean? And and after a while, we really get it. Say she not really in the child. I mean, she really in her. You know what I mean? And she left my dad. She left England, left me and my daughter and go back to Jamaica because she said she not, if she can't live with me, she not stay in England. She should go back a yard. And she get 6 months and she left before even 6 months. And I said, whoa, people well want to come to England, this girl come to England so easy and go back to Jamaica. So from this I'm right her off. You know what I mean? And even my daughter right off. I'm a mother right off because she and my mother was good friend. Or she even write off her own self because every time she take up the phone and talk to her daughter, and me she talk about. And she talk to my mother and I cuss me. Till I remember what she said to my mother. It's like she forgot to say my mother that they kind of cuss me and I cuss me to my mother every time, and this man then just block her eventually because she's so stupid. You know what I mean? Because she come to England and go, everybody really starts to say, boy, she not really, she obsessed and she not do the right thing. You know what I mean? Till my daughter say, boy, every time she want to have a conversation with her, she always bring you in the conversation. And she always say, boy, this and me wicked. Until the mother, my daughter asks her, what kind of wickedness me do I? And all of them things, just because, you know what I mean? Until they eventually black eye. And even me, I try to encourage them to talk to her, but she's just stupid and them just black eye. Eventually, them just black eye. You know what I mean? Because she can't get me out of her mouth. You know what I mean? And that is the end of she. You know what I mean? But moving on now, my daughter turned big woman. She have to make her own a choice, even though I tell her if she talk to her mother. But them relationship broke off. You know what I mean? Them relationship broke off. You know what I mean? And my daughter is just, you know what I mean? Me I try show herself to stop turn bitterness now, but them have a all kind of bitterness now. Sometimes I don't know how to deal with people, you know. Sometimes people when them turn big, they have to make them own a decision. You know what I mean? You only can advise them. You know what I mean? I said, Jed, real life. You know what I mean? So you just make people, big people make them decision. You know what I mean? That is it. So this is why I have to reason that we are, because enough of the talking them when I make right now. You know make no whelp sense to people. But me attack it because I think it need to be said, because some people might have go through the same thing. Some people can relate. Some people can understand because they know me. They know some part of my family, or they know some part of my relationship that I know some part of them can really get to relate somehow. And some people can make sense out of it. And the reason why I have reason to, because I go into some different topic where some of them things I have a reason for them next part, I have a reason about it makes sense. So you have to follow the story then for make the next rest of story that makes sense. Because we reach a stage where the next set of movements and then we may flex next to make that make sense. So I say, because I am not that same person yesterday, today. Totally not that person. You know what I mean? I'm not that person yesterday, today. It's me I say, yeah, me nah. Me's a totally different person. I'm so different that even me can't believe so me so different. You know what I mean? I'm a change my whole mindset how I think. You see me I say? Because I'm always putting people before me. When we make a decision not because of myself, make a decision for this and this and this and this and that. But these days, any decision I make is for myself first. In real life. Any decision, anything, if a dollar for make, if I not for myself, when me usually make a dollar, I want everybody around me for make dollar. No, because we find so over the years, people know when they make dollar, me can't even get a dollar from them, Jed. You see me I say? So if me for them be if it be 10 times, it's just bless, Jah bless me, you know. More time I the blessing of Jah, why me preserve, you know. You know what I mean? Yeah, cause some people will say, boy, them there for them. Yeah, you know me. But you don't really know me. It's me and some people I said at them or sometimes when some that's why I see why when some people make it, why they move something away, is because the way people treat them in final beginning. Why them have to move certain way. It's why I say cause the next stage of my life, I'm not gonna move the same way or I'm moving now. No more freelancing like that. People have access to this and access to that and freelancing time and this. No, it's not gonna be like that, Chet. You see me I say not gonna be like that. It's not gonna be like that. It's not gonna be. I'm a total different guy. You know what I mean? So we'll end the reason upon this a reasoning for say boy. Life in UK, there's been good and there's been bad. You see me I say it's been good. And I'm a fine say when I calculate back, I spend most of my life in a UK than in Jamaica. Because when I calculate the time when I live in England, I live most of my life now in England more than when I there in Jamaica. So this is why when I say I want to clip what here. Two places when I come. Last time when I come to England, you know what the immigration said, welcome back home. Why you spend so long out of the country? And I was shocked. But when I check it, this is my home. This is where my kids are. You know what I mean? So as much as I'm born at Jamaica, England is my second home. England is my home. You know what I mean? I'm a home. You know what I mean? And but me realize Africa now at this present time is my real home. I'm a find say I'm glad me never run going to Africa like how me didn't plan for do in at the beginning when I come here. Cause even today, 2025, I still I find it difficult for transient in Africa. Really want. But it's a good thing that me keep going in an Africa for a long time. Really have a understanding what it takes to take myself out of England and know me have a better plan than certain people before. I set up, I already have my African plan already. I already have the mindset, the way how I'm already set foundation already. So when we totally left England, it's gonna be an easy transition than just rushing when I wanted to do it from the beginning. You know what I mean? I prepare myself better off to go into Africa to live. You know what I mean? Because it's when I set the foundation better, it paved the way for a longer, what I say now, the foundation is set already for my transition. And I'm looking forward for that transition. You know what I mean? And what the my brethren say by a reasoning, We go for a 360-degree. We are look forward for that 360-degree photosynthesis. Even at Jamaica, you know what I mean? Realize we can't even leave out the road too. You know what I mean? As much as we love Africa, we are realize we, we Africa set some things at Jamaica. You know what I mean? For the whole 360-degree. You know what I mean? And because even 2020, 25, Africa still not ready for enough for I and I yet. Can you believe this? In real life. But we can see that transition are gonna be much easier when that time comes. See? So we're gonna end this reasoning here because this are gonna split in a two reasoning. But we're gonna end this reasoning here on the whole moving forward up. And no say boy, life is a journey, you know what I mean? Yeah. Sometimes you have to take it step by step. Sometimes you can't rush into everything them. You know what I mean? I will give thanks for the preservation. I will give thanks for all of the experience them, whether them good or bad. We give thanks for all of the Rasta community. We give thanks for the good one and the bad one them too. Because we did have some nice time here in England with Rastafari. Because we see the rising of Rastafari. When we come here, Rasta up on the peak. No Rasta up on the bottom. When we come here, Rasta hot in England, both London. You know what I mean? Remember one of the nicest bingo go at the Seven Light of Suffolk. You know what I mean? Where we had the youths, the elders, the congregation, 7 days in a Suffolk we spending. Nice, That time the youth council are fire, You know what I mean? Remember when we had chat from every time from even Birmingham to London at Bingy, in the bus, one of the great Maca pass and now, full up the bus, you know what I mean? We drive from Birmingham to London, drive all about, you know what I mean? So our time in England has been good, you know what I mean? But I've seen a lot of changes since I've been here. I've seen a lot of changes where even I and I as Rasta, we see less communal between and less community service between I and I than when we came here. It get less and less. We see less youths in the foundation of Rastafari. We see less and less youths. You know what I mean? We see less and less youths are trading. You know what I mean? Remember, I have even records right now, 40 odd youths. I count. When we register, we do a register 40 odd youths. You know what I mean? Remember, youth council drive to Leicester, Bristol, Manchester, London, all over, and I gather youths. We are rally the youths them hard. You know what I mean? And we all had these youths them now when I tried all of these youths. Them scatter all over the place now for them chin. Some of them end up in a prison. You know what I mean? So we see a lot of transformation. You know what I mean? A lot of transformation. I see a lot of one pass. You know what I mean? And gone different ways. I see friends turn fouls. I see friend nearly send me to prison. I see all kind of things. I've been through it. I see my brethren, good brethren, blessed pass. I see Elder Rasai pass. I see culture for run left London, Ghana, Wales because man get shot in the food shop where I were. I see a lot of changes. I see all the Rasta house gone. From one end of Rasta house to the Wall Street of Rasta they have gone, vanished. Yeah, so I see a lot of changes. You know what I mean? Yeah, I see a lot of changes. I see a lot of ups and downs with me. I come here with my good jet. Now for my jet them drop out because the land and harsh water because stress. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I seen a lot of changes, even in me. You know what I mean? A lot of changes in me, man. You know what I mean? So we give thanks for life, said we. We give thanks for life journey. And we give thanks to ones who know from them time they would give I the strength. I give thanks to the one them who fight against me, make me stronger, said we. I give thanks to the one them who rise against me. Enough one them help and support rise against me. Enough I give thanks to the one them who wanna support me, said we. And my perseverance and strong mind keep me going. You know what I mean? So I give thanks for a lot of things, whether the good, the bad and the ugly. I give thanks for it because I'm still standing. You know what I mean? I'm still standing when enough people up on the wayside. Enough time enough time people set you up for fail and I pass the test said way. You know what I mean? Enough time people neglect you and try to forsake you and you still ride through the time. So we give thanks for all of them things there and Jah go bless you one day because Jah give me the vision already, you know. Yeah. Him give me the vision just like when he gave me the vision somewhere for left. He give me the vision. He give me the vision a yard and show me all of the signs them. He give me the vision already. It's what I say. So I know some time in England is very short. So last year I know, you know what I mean? Yeah, me know that. You know what I mean? But it's just not the right time yet. You know what I mean? Still have something to accomplish. Still have something to deal with. I realize say boy foundation set ya so we youth them there will grow big but time will come where we have to go start and set up some foundation somewhere else and one another vibes. You see me I say so we give thanks for all of them journey there and enough things we could have talked about but we really had just touch them things they come more and come out of the reason you know. Yeah. I really get you know it's struggling me for even talk about some of the things them and we never have this motivation again to even come and talk about it. But me realize I just have to seal it up anyway. And we don't start it, you know. Me lack that motivation for what I reason them because I really want to talk the things them want to talk, but I realize I can't talk out enough things. And I realize it go left a bad taste in enough people mouth, but I care zero. It's just the truth. And I just want to seal up the reason because I'm going on a different dimension. That's what I say. But for all of the ones them running about, good or bad, friends and foes, I give thanks. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we are right and we are keep moving forward up. See? And the motivation out of all of this is for once to keep moving forward up. You know what I mean? Don't stay in one position. That's what I say. Don't stay in one position. Try to be open minded and flexible and keep moving forward. Keep building yourself forward. You know what I mean? Sometimes life can knock you back and circumstances can knock you back. But you have to move on and press on from that. That's what I say. And still make a better version of yourself. That's what I say. And move forward up. Keep it positive and upright said way without sell out or about. That's what I say. Because enough things could have caused you to sell out, enough things could have passed you burn out, enough opportunity come for we sell out, enough opportunity cause come to you if you could have switch certain way and when I switch and run with it and we still stay firm and strong. So the message is this from for keep staying firm and strong. No matter how long the journey seems, no matter how hard it seems to be, keep staying focused and stay and always put Jah first. You see me I say? Because spiritual strength it takes discipline. You know what I mean? And never leave out of the spiritual because it guides the physical. The celestial and the terrestrial is one and they have a balance. So I say, so always try to keep that balance and keep moving forward up. You know what I mean? And if in life you make mistakes along the way, try to make it better going forward. See? Try to fix it. I try to learn from your experience. See? that is it. So keep moving forward up and we seal up this region, yeah. So this our split in a two and we'll take the reason to another level. So give thanks for life, give thanks for health and strength, and we'll keep moving forward. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment if you have to. Because not for the story them me attack, not for the people them know the story them, not for the people them know how long me a child. So make a comment, say something, share it, like it, subscribe.